Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. I'm just finishing up a toll mix ration mix real quick. The cows are at like 13,000 liters, I think. So I'm just gonna make a quick mix, that way we don't have to worry about them for a little bit. We do have the sorghum harvest due over there. Got the combine over there, so then I would like to get that field replanted. I'm not sure if we'll get the big field over there replanted back there. I would like to get the that field replanted and then use some slurry on it. We do have 40,000 liters of slurry. That'd be a good amount for them for a little while. Since I would like to obviously get the slurry put on within the first, day or so. That way, the plant isn't super tall. Whatever I put in. Not sure what I'll put in place of the sorghum. I could do more sorghum, actually. That would be a high price right around the time that it will be ready to harvest again. I would like to buy a new tractor. That is on my list. I think that will be next time. Before we plant the... Oh, what the heck am I doing? Before we plant the big field again, I think we'll buy a new tractor. Which will be obviously a large portion of our current amount of money. Not quite sure how much it'll be, like 400,000. I think that's what we were thinking of. I have been looking at productions like I said I would. Right now I'm leaning towards like a grape production possibly. There are some mods to be able to use like grapes from a greenhouse and stuff like that. But that is on the possibility of doing like a grape production. And there's a coffee mod that would be something as well. That's somewhat expensive, but not too bad. And yeah, I've been looking for things that won't take us 20 episodes to regain the amount of money that we spend on the production from the production. Because I was looking at like pancakes, and to do everything I need for that, it was take around like 2 years to recoup the money from the pancake production itself to actually be doing a net positive. Possibly more too. That was just, if it never stopped, that's how long it would take. And it may stop. You never know. You might run out of a certain product. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been looking at now. The olive trees that I talked about earlier, I don't think we'll be doing those. Once I figure out how to do them, I really wasn't getting much from them for how much it would cost and how long it would take us to recoup. It just wouldn't financially make sense. I also looked at the clothes production. That would take quite a bit of wool. Because I don't think I've moved the wool from the barn, and we've had it, 2 months? So, in 2 months, it's just over 2,000 liters of wool, which is 1,000 liters of fabric, which is like 500 liters of clothes. Narrow it down. It's not a huge profit. Into fabric, it's not too bad. I did look at It's a production price video from Farmer Cop. So I'll try to remember to link that down below. It's quite helpful when I'm trying to, figure out the prices myself, and I could just watch a 12-minute video, and that does all the research that I was going to do anyways. Save a little bit of time. So it's nice and helpful. Shouldn't take too long, and then we'll get right into planting and then slurry spreading right afterwards. I have now done a slurry spreading on with precision farming, so I have an idea what I'm doing. Not much of one, but a little bit of one. I just did it in Court Farms not long ago, so a little bit of an idea now. Anyways, I will go ahead and start the time lapse. It shouldn't take too long. We don't have too much of the field left. So I'll talk to everyone once that is done. Alrighty, so we're just about done here. We got about another strip or so here, and then we can move on to the planting, which I'll have to remember to empty the fertilizer out. So that would kind of defeat the purpose of having slurry then. It's already all good to go, and we definitely don't have enough to do that big field that we had canola in last time. Which I might do canola again, because it's a longer growth cycle. Actually, I just really realized I have a lot of sorghum. Because I think that field over there is, and that field is sorghum as well. Maybe something different then. Maybe something different. Combine there for now. We got 26,000 liters of sorghum from that. Around $1,000 per 1,000 liters, like $9.50, I think, somewhere in there. So we bought 25,000. Once you figure that all in, probably 30 with the environmental and everything. We do have a lot of money coming in over the winter time, so next couple months. November will be big because that's canola, which will be nice 55, 60, and maple syrup we'll end up selling that at some point. We will have the eggs. Yeah, about 25,000 at max, yeah. I'll just drop that there. We'll need it next time. I don't think I've fixed up that slurry spreader yet. Well, as always, this won't take too massively long. But I think the reason I'd want to get the new tractor before the big field is it would be a good test to see how it will work on a bigger hill, because there is a nice big hill in that field. So I love this planter drill combo, planting anything that we want, whatever our heart desires. Outside of maybe sugar cane, I don't think that does that. But outside of that, whatever, we want to do, we can do it. But, on hills and stuff, it definitely notices it. I think a nice brand new tractor it'd be nice. It'd be our first new tractor in quite some time. Probably our second tractor was the last new one. Otherwise they were all used. Because basically every time we were always struggling with money. So like you knew it was not even an option really. Not even a thought. But now we could very easily do that and not really affect us too much. I have fixed it up before and tried it. It didn't help. I know it's about halfway right now. Yeah, we can take a look again, but I know I was looking in quite a high horsepower range. Right now our max is 435. I think I was looking in, wasn't in that one. It's these. I was looking at the 9RT, the Fendt 1100 Avero. I was leaning towards the 9RT though. So it does have be a lot of money, but we could very easily upgrade it if we really needed to. That's 416. Oh, it's horsepower right. Why is it not too far off? Oh, I didn't think we could afford that, but maybe. That would be something. That would be a massive upgrade like I kind of said before, what I always try to get. Twin wheels or twin wheels with weights. I feel like that would be able to pull it. And if you really needed to, a bunch of money could very easily get us a little bit farther. Really, horsepower, I guess, isn't much of a difference, though. On the top end, really. Oh, I might have to look at that, then. Look a little bit more into it. I never really thought about that. Huh. I guess that's what, well, you gotta look a little bit more. That would be a huge upgrade. I would stay in course of our basically case farm at this point. Except we'd sell this tractor, obviously. So it would take pretty similar on the amount of case tractors and equipment that we have, but we have had a lot of international and case type stuff. This should be done here. We got caught small turtle speed for a little bit, but there we go. We'll have to get to the other big field next time, because that will take quite some time. Even with this big planter, it does take a little while. I'll have to grab the slurry spreader. Leave that out for now. Gotta put the salt fertilizer back in, and well, we'll be using it pretty soon anyways. Well, I'll check on it. Maybe I did fix it up. I don't always remember. I did not, so I'll just repair it. I'm out to repair it too, I guess. Or get everything repaired, I guess. I mean, why not? We'll be selling the case soon, but it really doesn't change anything because we'll be fixing it up before then anyways. Oh, that explains why I wasn't getting much for reading. I needed to redo the map for it. Huh. I know. I don't remember which series it was. It might have been Edgewater, I think, at the time. I remember somebody saying that after a while, you have to redo your soil tests. So that bottom corner must have been fine, but not the rest of it. So we'll get it redone, and then we can use the slurry spreader. This is the first time I think I've had a whole field go out of date, I guess. That were like little pieces of a field would, not the entire thing. Maybe that's just, the little bits might have just been whatever, just a random thing. But that would probably tell me that some of these other fields out here might be ready to need another check too then. Unless it's just a random, thing too. I don't know. Or it's, based on how many harvests you've done or how much nitrogen or pH you've taken out of the soil. I don't know. That's a test that I've never done. I don't know if many people really have done that. Not always something you think of. But yeah, if we do the grapes, I think the factory would be down here. And then whatever method we would use to get said grapes would be probably up there, up top of the hill here. I haven't really looked at like actual harvesting for grapes. We could do it that way. It would be a more proper way, I guess. But I'm pretty sure they're not too bad, really. 2,500 or almost 250,000, but not that bad. Obviously, there's pruning and all that also goes into this. And I believe you gotta do a different type of sprayer too. All that other stuff. Maybe a different tractor. Like, there's so many different things with it that also comes with that cost. Since there's no leasing, we'd have to buy it all. I do want to do grapes or olives at some point in one of my series. Just be something that I have not done at some point. So this should have all of my stuff now. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think this should easily go the field with 40,000 liters. And really, we're not going down too much, which is kind of surprising. I expected it to go down a little bit more than this, but still should have enough easily. And honestly, I'm sure the grass fields would need it if, we were trying to use some up. Or at least the grass portion up here. The older section. I would probably need it. The newer stuff recently planted, I would highly doubt it. Because we did plant it with solid fertilizer. I suppose, I mean, I guess 50% on one path around isn't too bad, really. I know it's more than what you would use from a fertilizer spreader, for all there is, I know. But it is free. Outside of, you know, buying the slurry spreader itself, it's a deal you can't pass up, per se. Looks like we'll need at least one more load of slurry. That should finish it out for us. Whatever leftover we have, we could have very easily just spread that onto the grass field, or I believe you could spread it on, you know, a field that hasn't been planted or anything. It'll just give like a slight amount to it, so we'd use less solid fertilizer. But this would put us quite low, I think, for how much we got left. Yeah, 11,000 liters left right now. Definitely goes plenty fast, though. Really doesn't take a, you know, enormously long time to finish this up or anything. How is the grass field doing? If I do put some on it, just be curious to know. There is none, at least on this section. I would imagine once you hit the rock, it would be a lot better. Yep. Right about the rock. So I think whatever extra we'll just put on to the grass field, since that doesn't really get fertilizer, to be honest. I always have a tendency to forget. Partially because you'd always get one layer off a base game. So like that, you know, that second application, I mean, that is what it is. You try to get it in, but if you don't, you don't. Well, I'll go ahead. I think I'll time-lapse finish in this field. And then we'll just do some of the grass field. We'll probably just try and finish up all of the slurry that is in the cow barn right now. So yeah, I'll talk to everyone once that is done. Alrighty, so we'll just finish up a little bit here. That should finish it all up. Obviously the grass is fully grown, so I don't think it'll matter this time, but I think next time you cut it, it would matter. I believe that's how it would work with grass. I might be wrong too. Could very well be wrong on that. And this probably, maybe where the combine was actually. I think we'll put some stuff there and move the combine to that spot over there. Maybe we'll put the feed mixer right next to this. Because that would make sense, having the feed mixer right next to the bales. Well, yeah, I think we'll probably look into grapes in the future. I don't know if it'd be right away because we obviously will be looking to buy a tractor, which is quite a bit of money. Not quite sure how much that production site was, but I'm sure it is plenty expensive. Here's the pancake. It's 50,000 for this, plus 100,000 for grain mill, 70 for the dairy. So it adds up pretty quick. Yeah, grape processing is 80,000, so we could probably do that pretty soon, because that would fit in here. Looks like, yeah, okay. So we probably want it kind of like this in here. Oh, we don't want to cover that up, so we'd have to push it a little bit. So something like this. Perhaps that way we have enough room for wool and everything. And then I guess we'd have they're greenhouses. So we have this. It's just a placeable thing. It spawns containers, I know. You might be able to see the trigger for spawn. We could do that with manure, because manure is super cheap on this map. And we also have this one. Nope. Here's the coffee one. It's a greenhouse. Oh, the fruit one. That's the two options for that. Obviously, we just set it to automatically move over to factory in that case, but yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts are. Like maybe the grapes would be up here, maybe, or maybe we'll take some out there, or we could put, you know, the vines and stuff maybe in the trees. If we're all just moving automatically gonna move it over, then it doesn't matter as much. And then maybe put some of the coffee stuff over here, which are I'm sure expensive itself. Yeah, 80,000 for this plus diesel. You wouldn't need to get diesel, which I assume you can just buy it, or you can offload it from a trailer, I'm sure. But you'd also need a selling point for, yeah, which is $55,000 for that. I believe there is I believe the pancake one you can sell everything at, but to be proper, it would be this. I think that's what everything for today. I think soon we'll be looking to do that within the next couple videos, hopefully. Just a matter of planning things out and making sure we have the money for everything. But yeah, I think raisins were pretty big and grape juice were both pretty good for the grapes. For coffee, I haven't really looked at too much. Hopefully, maybe it's really good, maybe it's not, who knows. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.